Good evening and welcome to another episode of Malt, Magic and More, where we have to be honest, we've only just twigged that Dargon might turn into a werebear. It's the After the Show show! I do have to be honest, I did not twig until literally they said, "Can I have a, would you bitten?" And I was like, "Oh fuck, he was."
Yeah. We were just talking about how, like, I think because there was so much happening in that fight that we're just like, yeah, he got bit, whatever. Like,
I mean, it's obvious when you think about it. He got bit by a were creature. Yeah. He's going to turn into a were creature, isn't he?
I truly remember during the fight that obviously it was I failed some sort of check, and it was like
failed a con saving throw.
That. And Matt just went, okay, right, moving on. And I knew that something was going to happen because I'd already saved from one, and then I failed the second one. And then I just waited, and I got the proper DM whisper text just to say FYI. Yeah. Just give me a bit of a sort of a heads up to work out what we're gonna do.
How right in character? Obviously, we don't want you to turn into a werebear, but out of character, I kind of want you to turn into a werebear.
I'd probably say I'm exactly the same sentiment. I'd love to know what the thing is. Myself and Dargon still want to know what the hell it would do. All right.
Yeah.
What are the pros? What are the cons? What can you could I just be my normal self just with an extra perk, or is it that it's an extra perk with the fact that I become, just someone who just wants to walk into a tavern, just stab someone in the eye, and then go, "Can I have a beer, please?"
It's a bit fucking
out of character. As out of character, it's probably worth reading up on the different lycanthropes you can get in D&D.
Yeah.
Don't bring it into the game because obviously you won't know his characters, and if you try metagaming, I'll just smite you.
Rocks fall, everyone dies.
But it's there's an interesting selection of different creatures and characters that come into that.
Mm. So yeah, it was very interesting. It was basically, right, hang on a minute, Dargon has no idea, and like the fact that we said last week, he knows he gets angry, doesn't know why. You guys noticed, but again, it's like this whole thing of don't know why. What would you do? Well, probably go and ask someone.
Yeah.
So that was it. That was the process. I didn't really expect to get much out of it. And then again, it was the whole thing of just who do we tell? Who do we ask? Now that they suddenly said that, you're going to become this god-awful creature, werebear, like, right, deal still on the table, or do I walk out now?
Could we just take a moment of appreciation for under Zone of Truth as well?
Oh, great! Oh my god, it was the funniest thing in the world!
That was so good.
That was absolutely brilliant.
Can't wait to use that spell more now.
I open horse case mouth once.
Nonsensical situations as well. Just chatting to Mephisto, Zone of Truth.
Yeah.
I fancy my cousin. Just trying to that was Ander saying that, not me in real life. FYI.
Walk into Mephisto's. You're a horse.
I feel like he says that without Zone of Truth, though.
Well, true, yeah.
I was going to say that doesn't really require.
It wasn't.
That's the thing, though. Ander has little of a filter without Zone of Truth. You put Zone of Truth in.
The whole point when we nearly got like diamonds or rubies for like 40 gold, and you just went, they're about 1,000 gold each.
Yeah.
I do want to know what the beef is with the Stillman and Ethereal, and why Ethereal thinks Mephisto is just essentially Paul Daniels.
Ethereal's just a dick. He's just a dick.
We knew that the first time we met. He's shown some level of, I don't really want to say empathy, but something in the fact that he was like, oh yeah, maybe you're all angry too, you know. But other than that, yeah, he's just 1,000-year-olds and a grumpy git.
Yeah, it's literally that guy that has lived for so long. There's like, I've literally seen everyone I ever knew die. And
Yeah.
what the fuck's the point?
Yeah.
Just like,
every deal broken, every agreement ruined, every battle destroyed. It's just like, no, I don't care. You're all old. You're all just peasants and ants.
I suppose that is the
definitely.
equivalent of just what we're going to be like when we're 85, but just times 10,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I'll cut him some slack next time. I honestly thought, though, Matt, when you were giving this big speech about us becoming lieutenants, right, I thought we were going to level up. I'm not going to lie. And I was getting a little bit excited.
I just keep teasing it every time.
Yeah, you really do. You really do.
But it was a nice... I like what you did there. It's Midwinter Festival next week. It's also a full moon. It's also the Christmas special.
Yeah.
See what you're doing.
I'd twigged that and gone, what the hell am I going to do next week?
Christmas Massacre.
Find out next week, everyone. Tune in.
It'd be like,
Yeah.
it'd be like Die Hard.
Hey, come and have a
Essentially,
few
like, next week,
drinks, have a few
Christmas until
laughs,
Gruber's
it'll be
fallen off the Nakatomi
fun.
building.
Yeah, it's basically all of us versus Dargon. That's what it is. That's what it'll be.
The distiller will not be joining us for the rest of her life.
I don't know how we do it quickly though, but I do want to, because wizard spells are the spells I can choose from my rogue spells. She could teach me some things, which I could
Maybe.
access. But then I've also, I don't know if you remember, we said that. Well, I said that I fucked up my character when I found out I could change spells at leveling up, and I changed too many, including cantrips and stuff. So I was going to try an RP, getting in touch with the Fey Spirit to then be able to change it back to the ones I should have had. And then it'll link into my bard at college and stuff. But I've also, I suppose, got the option now of using the distiller. Matt's like, thank you. You're welcome.
Oh,
Always
man.
correct your cock up somewhere.
He's still learning.
Still learning.
All still learning. That's part of it. It's the fun of it.
Yeah.
It's like I only found out literally on Monday that we've been doing Thunderwave wrong.
I had
Well, yeah.
I had
Okay,
seen
yeah.
someone else do something different that is not necessarily different to what we saw. But it was the fact that technically, if you consider yourself, so I would be in my own 5 foot square, that it could also emanate from a diagonal, and you'd be able to go off. And again,
yeah,
you
absolutely.
just so you could literally just put it anywhere, but it has to start. I'm always on the edge of it, essentially.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
the thing that we've been getting, or I've been getting wrong, is that I've been putting Dargon at the centre.
Oh,
think
that's-
Dargon's the
I
one that
truly
crashed me.
assumed
I
that
put
was what it
Dargon
was meant to
at
be.
The centre of it. It's not. It's meant to be. You are the
The thing is,
originating
I-
point.
I'm not going to argue it because I think it's actually really helpful. But I don't know how from whatever degree it would be, but I would say that, I would assume it came from me and emanated outwards, as in from all
So it's kinda
directions,
like-
regardless.
But I think that's the point. It's a wave, isn't it? So it's just
Well,
sort of.
yeah.
Kind of like
suppose,
Hadouken
yeah.
from Street Fighter, isn't it?
Yeah,
Also,
yeah.
that means
The whole clap.
all them times Bothrid was collateral
Yeah.
damage, it probably wasn't collateral damage.
Or I could have said it's going to be that section. I point it over that way or that way. Yeah.
Luckily, you didn't kill him.
We're going to correct that going forward anyway. It
Yeah,
is
no, that's fine. That's cool. No, I
Learn
say
Yeah, that's a good
I
shout.
had no issue with the way that we used it, and I will, of course, have no issue with the way that we moved
I
to
tell you
now.
what, I don't pay enough attention to is that bit in the rule book that gives you the diagram of what a cone is, what a sphere is, what a cube is, so you can see when you cast your spell. It gives you that visual of what that would actually look like.
Yeah.
Because obviously we play it on a 2D
Especially cones if there's
Yeah.
people up in the air. That's really important.
Yeah.
You can catch so many people on
Yeah.
different levels, and that's really, really crucial.
Yeah, same
And
with
I'm
I
assuming-
need to have my books
spheres.
next to me more often again.
Yeah, same with
Spheres.
spheres.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming, does the guild making us lieutenants and now we're on the payroll, are they now our patrons, as in Tasha's cauldron?
Pretty much what I was getting at. So yeah,
Oh,
you
sweet.
now
Yeah.
have a proper patron as per. We were kind of doing it anyway, but I wanted to formalise it a bit more. So
Which
that
we
was the
said
whole
a
deal.
couple episodes ago in Malt Magic and More. So yeah.
Yeah.
When did you
we were
decide
going to
that
formalise it a bit.
the Stillman was an artificer?
When I created him.
Yeah, a year ago.
Yeah, these characters have existed for a very long time.
Should
I
I have
have
twigged that
classes.
previously?
We
Nobody's
haven't
ever
really
had any
spo-
need to.
Yeah, we've never really spoken to them, really, have we?
No.
Found out what they do.
It's like
We always
you
just
can
walked in and
kind
talked
of
to them.
figure it out. You can figure it out for each of the malt masters if you think about it.
So
So you know one.
the Stillman's an artificer.
Kind of two.
The distiller is a wizard. The blender is a druid.
Yep.
The Cooper.
I would head down. Oh no, I was going to say fighter, but then he would have. There would have been
I'd
some
head
sort of.
down. Oh, he was wearing armor, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
He could be a barbarian, I guess.
There we go. Well, there's a point to figure out for future episodes then.
Yeah.
You're not going to tell us that. Cheers.
Well, he may have had.
No.
I know you likely didn't roll anything for this, but he could have had a advantage on strength if he raged and smashed the table in our most recent episode.
It's true.
So he could have been barbarian, but
That is a good
either
point.
barbarian,
He could
fighter,
be
or
a monk.
yeah, monk. Yes, now has some supreme strength there. Yeah.
Yeah. Can they wear armor?
Oh no, you're right. They
Oh,
can't.
that's a good point.
Yes,
That
no,
is
they
a good
can't.
point.
That's a
Yeah.
very good point.
So it can't be there's loads of
Yes,
Yeah,
if he's wearing.
Watching the three of you figure this out is a picture in itself.
He can also be
He
a
wouldn't be
paladin.
a paladin,
Like he
would
could
he?
be.
Yeah, I was just gonna say
He
yeah,
could be.
paladin. He could be
be.
subclassed in stuff, so he could still be a. Could he? Actually, that's a
He could
very
be-
good question.
He could be a barbarian paladin, which is the most broken thing ever conceived.
Oh yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. Isn't it?
A barbarian that can smite is just insane.
He'd have to be an Oathbreaker barbarian, wouldn't he? He'd have to be. Oathbreaker paladin barbarian.
Depends on your oath. If you've got an oath of
Yeah, depends on
vengeance,
Oath of conquest or something.
yeah, oath of conquest.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah, maybe a barbarian. That's my guess.
but we also know that they have that fucking liquor of life because they're all really fucking old.
True. Yeah.
Yep.
We don't know that, do you? You're surmising that.
Well, they're old. So
Oh,
We know they're
yeah.
old. Old as shit.
It's one of those ones. It's like the more and more we hear about them, the more and more I want to know about Arabelle and Mirabelle and where they have,
I want to ask her why she can't speak, but that's a bit of a
As
big question,
soon as they left the party, I went, well, it could be due to the fact that they haven't, that they are merely the help, or more's going on there than we don't know.
Or you reckon they're the secret puppet masters?
God, no. I honestly hadn't come up with anything apart from maybe one of them's the Dark Eladrin, and I was like, nope. So, I mean, I have no idea, and it was literally just... I suddenly just went,
It could-
that's suspicious, what is it? I didn't actually go any further than that.
I'm actually just double checking something because when you said it, I was like, I think that's like book-wise, that's not how it works. But the exhaustion effects at level 1 is disadvantage on ability checks, but not attack rolls or saving throws. They are separated.
Oh, okay.
Just for future reference.
That's
'Cause
right.
you get a level 1.
I'm
At
going to be
level
totally
1,
honest and say I was not paying attention to exhaustion.
Yeah, I mean,
I knew it was ability checks, and I just assumed actually that it was the other ones.
You still
so
landed
no.
the snowball
No.
in his face, though.
It was a 14
Yeah,
and a
yeah.
17, so it was gonna hit him regardless. I think.
yeah. But just for future reference, if we ever
Yeah,
get
no, it's
point
good-
of
it's
exhaustion.
Shout, though.
No, it's good to
Yeah,
know
it's-
because
it was. I think it's more if you're trying to investigate something, then you're too tired to focus
Yeah.
on it, so it's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
disadvantage.
Yeah,
whereas the adrenaline
Different
kicks in,
on-
and
in
therefore you're
battle
still
and stuff
just
like
as
that.
good in battle. Yeah, yeah,
it's
Yeah,
disadvantage on attack rolls.
It's at
and
higher
saving
levels
throws
that it
is
starts to.
yeah. You get
It's,
speed
a
halved, and
level-
then level 3 is when you're really shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I can imagine we will get levels of exhaustion quite a bit when we're up in the mountains and stuff.
I mean,
We're doing those
Matt's
hard
not playing
tricks.
Matt's not playing with the variant rule that I'm playing in Tales of Till now, which is every time you go down, you get a level of exhaustion when you come back up,
Ooh, nice.
which is mean.
Oof.
But
Is
yeah.
mean.
To be fair though, I've sort of wanted to. I think I tried to do it, last week, and it was push it to go look, level of exhaustion, but we get home, sort of thing. And it's like I
Yeah.
think there are some ways in which we always just go, we need a long rest, which is right, but sometimes you've got to realise that you can't, like we saw. So, at what point do you start getting a level of exhaustion, and you've got to work and live with that and experience it as players as well as the characters to sort of get used to how that would work.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So these tattoos, are they magic tattoos we need to add to our equipment? Or are they just
You can.
essentially like,
They're a panic button. Send help.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll
a
create
bat
them.
signal.
They effectively are a "oh shit, I'm about to die" button.
Yeah.
They're like the reverse Death Eater kind of tattoo thing.
Exactly that.
Okay.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So yeah.
How much do we get paid?
Ah,
That's
That's
what
the question
Andrew
we
wants to
find
know.
asked. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure at one point Andrew was trying to say it.
I'm not
I think
gonna
I did
lie,
kind of speak over him at that point.
Amber doesn't have a bank account, so you can't do it by direct debit. It'll have to be
Just all
cash
goes in
into
his
the
mattress.
We also want to check up on the lighthouse at some point, as well as Captain Swift. All of that.
Because-
Sam was telling me before we kicked off Malt Magic and More, he has half a page of a to-do list.
Up a page of the to-do list, yeah.
Wow.
Go on, reel it off.
Well, some of them were actually done during the episode, and then I just forgot to tick them. But so
God,
I have
some that I've
sending
totally forgotten about.
sending to Captain Swift was the first one. Then locate
Yeah.
creature on Vraco, which
Nice.
we've done. The other one is what's up with Dargon? Question mark.
He's turning into a werebear.
Yeah. Then I have speak with Dead on Kobold.
Nice.
And then I just have like Midwinter's Festival decorated to the nines, which I assume are the 9 gods? Question mark.
That's
It was kind of
actually language barrier there. That is just a
Don't for the
term
nines.
we Brits used. Yeah.
Yeah.
To just say
Displeasure.
decorated beyond belief sort of thing. Like
Oh, right. I thought you put decorated to
That
the
would have been
nines,
cooler,
as
though.
in-
Yeah, that would be
Yeah.
way cooler than the fact that
Yeah,
we
that would have been
just
cool. I
shoot
might write that in
yes,
now.
Yes, Samal.
Yeah.
I did that on purpose.
I might write that in.
And then I just have Vraco's message underneath.
Nice.
Not worry, I'm not seriously hurt, which is like, what? Yeah, but you are hurt.
I have
It's like-
3 limbs.
I was going to say, it's like even when we were playing him, he was a good few levels above us, so he's
he's-
gonna be sort of badass hurt.
Literally, what I imagine is the Black Knight from Monty Python. The flesh wound, like arm off.
Yeah. He's missing a tail. He's like
just a
he's-
stump.
Yeah, I'm not seriously hurt.
Yeah. It'll grow back. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
I'm not going to lie, I did think when you said bring me back the kobold head, I thought you meant to do a spell to cure Dargon, not to question the head. So I didn't take that.
That was literally like, I thought, oh, okay, wait, so if we want to control it, then we can just ask the people that have the ability? I don't know, maybe. Who knows? We'll try it out.
I thought your to-do list was going to have, we need to investigate the tunnel under the lighthouse, double check the lighthouse is all right, find...
Yeah, that's other things we need to do.
Okay, what's his name? The old bloke who used to live at the lighthouse. Oh, what's his name now? A buyer. Yeah.
Oh,
He's still missing. We still haven't gone to that most southern city where the elves came from, who were looking for him. The Elvish Guard.
So many side plots. So many side plots.
We haven't been to Wrathstrike yet.
Yeah.
But like when I get 5th level spell slots, I get scrying, so I can just like check.
Oh my god! I want you to get scrying. It's going to make you so much better.
I love it.
Oh, that's great.
Please let us level up. Please let us level up.
Also,
This is why we never will.
I also get Flame Strike, which I can't wait.
when would
the cleric's fireball?
Oh man, when would? Because I think it's a druid spell, so it would have to be Bothrid. When would he get? Is it Windwalk?
Oh, that's like.
I think that
that's
depends on the
spell
circle.
slot.
Oh, does it?
Windwalk.
Let me have a look.
Take a minute to cast, but then anyone within a certain range will turn into a mist cloud, and you can travel at 300 feet per round. Therefore, you can move so quickly. We could just get across Nylin in like a couple hours, right?
That's a 6th level spell slot. Sixth level
So,
spell.
all I was thinking of is how can we start getting around quicker? That's all I'm thinking of. Is like there's loads of different ways. Obviously, there's teleportation. There's transport via plants. There's wind walk.
What? There's transport via plants?
Yeah, it's another druid one.
You just enter a tree and then exit.
Enter a tree large enough, and as long as you know the other tree, you can get out of it. So again, you'd have to scry, then you'd be able to do it.
Druids are insane.
They are ridiculous.
Yeah, it's a shame Bothrid is like already 6 levels in Barbarian, because I would love to get him to a level 18 Druid.
Yeah.
And give him beast spells.
Oh god.
It's unbelievable.
Or just
imagine him in cat form.
Yeah, or just Archdruid like elemental. What is it called? Elemental like wild shape or something? Where
Elemental wild shape. Yeah. So at 20, if it was an Archdruid, you could just do that an unlimited number of times.
Yep. Which just means he's invincible at that point because he can just reset his hit points on every turn, which is just ridiculous.
Every time he wild shapes, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Is that
Druids are
cheating?
crazy.
It feels like cheating. But then again, to get to level 18,
I think it kind of is. I think there's supposed to be a limit on the amount of animals you can wild shape into. But
not for Archdruids.
apparently not.
Yeah. It's all fun and games,
how long in real life do you think it would take us to get to level 8? I realised we weren't even in the shot then. Just a side of head like that. Cheers, guys. How long would it take us to get to level 18, do you think? How many years?
Oh my god!
Playing Nylon.
With the rate we're going, like 2.5 years. We can speed it up.
No, but that's actually like an interesting question. Do you see this being a like up to level 20 campaign, or you're not thinking about it? That's like a genuine question.
Not really thinking about levels. It's more a story that I'm working on.
Yeah.
Do you know how it ends?
Cool.
I have multiple possible endings for this.
I think there's going to be alternative endings. So does that mean when we release it on Blu-ray,
because it all depends on what you fuckers do.
The extended edition and all that.
Yeah, we'll have the director's cut, extended edition. We'll have
Director's commentary.
Yeah.
It has definitely been one of those things of like, I'm sure that you could prove us wrong, but I sort of expect that we wouldn't see the Dark Eladrin for another couple of levels. That's sort of what's been on in my head. Now, obviously, anything could change and anything could happen. We've met him before. We made it out somehow, But that's what I mean. Is like, would it be that we would have to escape again, but we would find it more challenging, but have more to our to hand, as in
It will all depend on the choices you make in game.
So next week, let's go out, let's find him, see what happens.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas, you're dead.
New characters, woo! No. Dear.
Why don't we just cast send in and ask him where he is?
Where are you? What are you trying to do? Can we stop you?
I did think of that. The last time Kirik did that, a horde of zombies started attacking him.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
those died. So.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Green Fire got fucked.
Yep.
I don't think I've ever tried to talk to him in my head, or whether I could.
I got to think on whether that would be something in your backstory, wouldn't it?
I wouldn't have thought there would be like a psychic link. That would make sense.
Interesting one.
Unless he could like hack in, he'd have to like Professor Xavier.
He's
Dungeons and
just
Dragons from Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just scrying on you all the time.
Probably.
It's like constantly scrying, which is fun.
Oh, he's like watching me go to the toilet. Dude, pervert.
It's when we get to the point where Matt just starts asking us random wisdom saving throws. It's gonna be hell. Like, oh no, oh no.
You're right, Mr. Plus.
No, I think it's the time you get a DM whisper of what is your character's greatest fear that you all have to panic.
Yeah.
Well, we know what
Which I've seen other DMs do.
Yeah, I saw a meme of like it was this was a message my DM sent an hour before the session, and the message was, "Your character doesn't have anything to deal with poison, right?" It's like, oh no. Yeah, that's like, no, should I? That's crazy.
Yeah. Oh god.
Oh, that was the other sly moment I did like in this episode. Was the wand, and then Kirik's just sly, and chests.
And just, yeah. He remembers.
Yep.
I think you're more traumatized about it than Ander is. He feels he's invincible now.
No, because Ander pretty much was asleep.
Yeah.
Just committing suicide in his dreams. I tell you what, though, Wonder
Stabbed himself in his
Secrets.
heart.
I'm well happy about that. Thank you very much.
Pretty cool.
Nice little find.
Considering it was supposed to be something else. Actually worked out pretty cool. And
Well, it's supposed to be a wand of magic detection, but I just totally fucked it up.
I get free charges
something
on it,
very
though,
cool
according to the equipment.
3 charges.
And then at dawn it says I can.
I think it also asks you to roll a 1d3.
Yeah, how am I gonna? I don't have one.
So just roll a 1d6, and I usually work on the fact that a 1 or 2 is a 1, a 2 or 3 is a 2.
That makes sense.
Sorry,
Yeah.
1 or 2, 3 or 4, 5 or 6 is a 3, and do it that way.
Yeah, because that's how many charges I get back the next day.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be cool though. Be very handy.
How many?
Nice little one.
3 charges a day.
Three charges. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, and it finds doors or traps. It's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, secret
don't have
doors or
that.
traps.
I don't have to find traps anymore at any point. One
Unless
less
there's more than
spell.
3 sets of traps in the
Unless there's more than 3.
I think the range of find traps might be bigger. But find traps doesn't tell me where they are. It's really weird. It's a really weird spell.
No, it just
There
tells you
is a
that there
trap.
are traps.
Yeah, this one's 30 feet and it points to it. to the one
Yeah.
closest to me anyway. So there might be
I'm trying to
15
think
in
what
the
the
room.
spell is in the Harry Potter books where they hold the wand on the hand and it points it in the right direction.
Yeah.
It's not in the film, it's in the books.
No, it's in the books.
No.
Yeah, he says something like facing or something. Oh, what does he say?
Well, I'm shafted then. I only
Can't
read
remember.
Philosopher's Stone and then watched the movies.
Mate.
I only read them. Well,
I,
no, I've
I
read
mean,
them.
I got to say, I didn't read them. I had the audiobooks because, I mean, you know, Stephen Fry doing all the
That is a good shout.
just awesome, absolutely awesome. You know,
Guy's a legend.
absolutely fantastic. Can you imagine him playing D&D? Jesus Christ, he'd be the best dungeon master ever.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, no. I'd want to see his character.
True. Yeah.
Sod DMing.
He could do a one-man show and just play all the characters.
He could, yeah. Well, you know, he literally did it with the audiobooks. It's just incredible.
That's just writing a book.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, good stuff.
Fun.
I've gone off on
Yeah.
a right tangent now of Stephen Fry.
Stephen Fry
character
audiobooks.
Do it. Do it. It's all
I do want to get into one
on your
books, though,
audiobook
but I'll tell
platform
you
of
what,
choice.
since I don't have a commute to work now because we're working from home, I listen to way less podcasts and audiobooks and things of that nature now because I don't have a commute to listen to them on.
Yeah. No, I'm behind all of my podcasts. A lot of D&D podcasts I used to listen to. I've just stopped. I'm so behind on them. So
I even had like a
Adventure
Walking Dead.
Maidens.
It was like a Walking Dead. It was on my podcast app, but it was like I suppose it'd be like a radio drama, but in podcast form. But it was like a zombie apocalypse Walking Dead one. That was pretty cool. Obviously, they've all just gone tits up now because I'm not going anywhere to have a commute.
So just trying to find the time.
Well, to have a commute,
Oh, well.
I'll just walk up the road and walk back to my house.
Well, no,
again.
just to find the time to sit and like have an hour and listen to something and catch up on it. So I
Because
think it
the
was last
spare
week
time
Dave
I
was talking
have,
about
I
a
do
certain
this
other
with you guys.
D&D. Yeah, Dave was talking about last week a certain other D&D thing that streamed on Twitch. Has quite a few followers. It was just like, oh, I've missed the live show. Fucking hell, I'd like to catch the live show.
Yeah, I am. Well, again, it's not their live one. It is the rebroadcasted one. Blah blah blah. That one. Yeah. So I'm not staying up till 3 a.m. to watch it. Although maybe one day we should like if we got the day off the next day, just like come on, let's watch it.
It's not like. Yeah, it's not staying up till 3 a.m. It's the fact that then the show is going to be like 3-4 hours.
3-4 hours
So
long.
you're
Or, yeah. As I say, I've seen the odd 5-hour one. You're like,
It's more sleep until 3 a.m. and then
Yeah.
get up for the
Yeah.
rest of the day.
It's not your
Go to
day,
bed really
yeah,
early,
that's-
wake up, watch it, and then oh man.
I don't think I like anything that much. I stay up late for the Super Bowl.
I can think of a
I've-
few things you might wake up at 3 a.m. for.
A piss.
Okay.
Finding your other
the-
8 toes or however many it was.
Yeah, so
that's
the only
canon
things I
now.
really stay up late for is the Super Bowl, and I've done it for boxing before when Mayweather fought Pacquiao, and it was very, very disappointing to stay up that late and it was
Yeah.
such a shit fight.
Yeah, I'll stay up for the Super Bowl. I don't think I've ever stayed up for boxing. I've stayed up for the odd UFC fight.
Yeah, and now I do it where I've learned my lesson. I go to sleep and then wake up rather than go the whole night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's alright when you've not got kids.
Or when you're 19.
But when you've got
But now-
kids.
no.
Yeah, when you've got kids, and regardless of what you've done the day before or the night before, they're up at a certain time, and they will be in your room at that time, whether you want them to or not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bastards.
So yeah. You gotta love them. But yeah, so
I was going to say some of this.
Christmas next week.
Gone out of my head.
Oh
Christmas
man.
special. I've got a Christmas hat.
Christmas
got a
special.
special next week.
Horrible
Got a Christmas
Christmas
hat.
top.
I've got 4 Christmas jumpers in my office.
You'd be sweating.
Oh mate, I was sweating last time I had to wear them.
I'm going with Christmas t-shirt. I'm not even going to try the Christmas
Yeah.
sweater. It's so friggin' boiling.
Christmas t-shirt or Christmas shirt. I can't do a jumper.
Oh man. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Are you going to tell us what's in store, or?
Festive fun.
Woo!
Our decision is the out of game bit. Are we going to do that first?
Yeah.
Or do you want to do that at the end?
Yeah.
Should we do it
Let's
first?
do it first. Yeah.
Yeah, just get it done first.
You know.
I have to tell you now, right? The boxes they're in, I didn't have any delivery boxes to post them to you. So when you open them, no, you haven't got a tiny pair of shoes. I used Willow's shoe boxes to put the present in.
Well, like I said to you guys,
I
unfortunately,
so thought you were going to say sex toys.
So I used my kids' shoe boxes to put them in, so you don't worry, I haven't sent you tiny pairs of trainers.
it's like, I'm really sorry, guys, but I haven't bought you a TP Link smart plug. I'm so sorry.
I'm just retalking the boxes. I mean, I did have loads of Amazon boxes from all of the deliveries I've got, but they were all this big, too big.
I just went and bought 3 boxes. They're about 10p each.
Well,
I didn't think about
that. Because I didn't want to have to do that thing where I went to the post office, bought the box, then stood in the post office, putting the things in the box, wrapping the box, writing the address on it, and then posting it.
Yeah, I just brought the boxes home.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't want to do 2 trips, mate. I can't.
Ah, that's good. Gets me out walking.
I'm like the type of guy who tries to carry all the shopping in at once. I'm not making 2 trips.
Yeah, but that's every man from the car to the house, isn't it? Like, come on, I can do this. I can do it.
Absolutely.
It's not bad if you get parked out front of your house, but I ain't got to drive, so sometimes I have to park up the street.
So going back to the subject of Christmas fun, I want to delve more into the 28th.
Yeah.
And do I know what we've got in store for us then? Well, what spoilers can you give us without spoiling it too much?
Very silly, and it's interesting because I don't know if it's going to be that different from, well, setting wise. I don't think it's going to be that different from next week, which is interesting.
Cool.
Nice.
But in terms of, because I kept thinking of like what we could do, and I was like, okay, because the campaign we've been playing is quite serious, so I was like, I want to go into like the ridiculous side of D&D, just to like see what happens, and yeah, so I just picked this campaign, this one shot that's written already, and yeah, obviously at the time I will, like after the one shot, I'll kind of make all the announcements and stuff, but. Yeah, it's going to be 3 people gathering together in a place, brought there for some reason, and then it's going to be a lot of very silly stuff happening.
And this is before we've got involved.
Yeah,
that's
I was going to say, it's like, we have no idea, so we just randomly built 3 characters. We're like, what the hell is going to happen?
You've heard my character's voice.
But the best thing about that, or my favorite thing about that module, is just the names of the monsters, because they just pick up monsters that are already on the monster manual and then just rename them and give them different abilities, and it's crazy, and I love it so much. It's so much fun, and I will, like, obviously at the time I'll reveal them. And there's a bit of investigation, there's a bit of like combat. A lot of it is going to be combat, but fun combat, hopefully. And we have, I think we can say we have level 7 characters. I think.
I think we were doing level 7, weren't we? We've
I
still
mean,
got to decide. I
if you want.
was about to say, yeah, we've still got to decide, us 3, who gets the unique item.
The rare.
Yes.
Rare or unique. I can't remember which one. It was rare, wasn't it?
Because everyone's got an uncommon magic item, and then you can have it as a group.
I've chose mine.
Rare.
Can I? Oh man, I don't know. Maybe it's just private whisper this one. Oh man, that's a tough one. Sure. Yeah, I'm trying to think. My character. I've got to confirm with you what would be the uncommon options.
Sure thing.
So anyway, yeah, we'll have to work that out. Yeah.
We're also
Yeah,
going to need a new thing for when we do the one shot, aren't we? So it can't say Forgotten Kingdom and Island on it.
Yeah, well, Matt and I are going to be hard at work in the next 2 weeks to sort all that lot out.
So I will be
I think that's the
redesigning.
thing that's gonna.
It will still be Malt
thing
and
that's gonna-
Magic, because it's always Malt and Magic.
The thing that's going to put me off is the fact that I'm
Yeah.
going to be in Matt's place on the screen. That's
Yeah.
the thing that's
Yeah.
really good. Yeah.
I mean, if you want, we can all swap, just to really confuse everyone, if you like.
God, yeah. No. I think I'm making. I think I'm doing the intro on the 28th. Like, I take it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
You're DMing.
Yeah.
You've got to intro it.
Cool.
And we'll
Cool.
be Willy Coptering to put you off.
Woo!
It's going to be like the worst calendar photo shoot you could possibly imagine.
Also,
We were there while you're
I'll
trying
work-
to talk, in the top screen. We
Yeah.
can all see each other all the ways, and we were like, "Oi!"
I'll just have
The
my hand on
danger
the
we
print
will have.
screen button.
Oh yes, I do have the
print.
print screen button. Yes, I do.
It will be Christmas.
again,
We won't
Danny.
have work the next day. It will be Christmas. I won't have work the next day, so I could actually get pissed.
Oh man, we're gonna get slaughtered. Oh good lord.
I mean, that's dangerous, though, isn't it? I think I'm hard work enough without adding get pissed on
I
top
was
of
about to say. I mean,
Drink responsibly, people.
yeah, because we've got to get through Malt, Magic, and more.
That's when the hangover will
There's
start
a lot of our
kicking in.
episodes to watch.
Okie
good
dokie. Right. Well, I think we're all suitably excited for next week. Should be good fun,
Indeed.
shouldn't it?
It's going to be a fun Christmas period, so we hope you all enjoy as well.
We do indeed.
I'll tell you what, it's not fun, though, having a period at Christmas.
Oh, are you due, Danny, by any chance, or is that yours?
What kills the joy of Christmas? Menstruation! I've been told.
Let it out, Danny. Let it out.
You can't help but let it out. It just
It
comes
does
out
just
by
happen.
itself.
It's
I don't know if you know
natural.
how it works.
Oh, quite. Where's the mute button for Danny? Christ alive.
Yeah,
Oh,
Jesus.
that bloody
Somebody give him
bombshell.
another whiskey.
Oh, dear.
Oh my goodness me! How? Well, thank you ever so much for tuning in for another Malt, Magic and More. We hope you enjoyed our episode, our main episode, which streamed on a Monday. So all of our main streams of the actual D&D campaign stream on a Monday night. This goes out on a Wednesday night, and if you have missed it, then please do feel free to find them all on YouTube. We hope you have enjoyed Malt, Magic and More and our campaign. We hope to see you next week.